Good day, everyone. This is FM Shreyas Smith from Pro Chess Evolution, and today we're going to be analyzing a game that I thought was very interesting during the recently concluded Chess Genesis tournament. This game was played in the Under 1300 section between Tristan Balliram and Shreemayi Anandheri. Alright, so let's get into the game. E4, E6. This is known as the French defense. D4, D5, E5. And white goes for the advanced variation. C5. Now, black usually goes for this move in this kind of structure in order to use his wing pawn to exchange for one of white's center pawns. C3 is the normal response, defending the pawn on d4 and reinforcing the pawn chain. Now here, Shreemayi went for c takes d4. No other normal responses are knight c6 with the idea of going queen b6 in order to put maximum pressure on the d4 pawn. Other ways to play is with queen b6. So the idea to play bishop d7 and bishop b5 to exchange the light square bishops. In the game, c takes d4 was played. Of course, white recaptured. And one of the downsides of black releasing the tension so early is that he now provides a square for white's white's b1 knight to go to c3. That wasn't there before. Bishop b4 check. Knight c3. Knight c6. Knight f3. Normal developing moves. Knight e7. Getting herself ready to castle. Bishop g5. Developing move while also pinning the knight to the queen. Castle. And here I played queen d2. Queen d2 is an okay move, but I would much prefer to play bishop to d3. Just getting my last minor piece out and just getting ready to castle right away. Queen d2, h6, bishop e3, and now black played knight to g6. Another way black could have played was knight to f5, just bringing the knight to a little bit more active square, but also with the idea of attacking white's dark square bishop in order to gain the bishop pair. Alright, so knight g6, bishop b5, so white finally finishes the development of his bishop. Queen b6. And now here, white played the move castle, which was a mistake. A better move would have been bishop to d3, with both bishops pointing over the king side. castle here is actually a major blunder that loses material. If you guys want to take time and figure it out, you can pause the video and see if you can find the way that black wins material here. Alright, if you guessed bishop takes c3, then you guessed correctly. Shreemayi did find this in the game, with the idea that you're removing the defender of this bishop while also taking material. So after queen takes c3, black can now play queen takes b5. Now, this isn't what really makes this game that special when I looked at it, but we're gonna see what makes it special in a moment. So, couple moves continued. Rook c1, bishop d7, queen d2, lining up a potential battery against over the queen side with his idea. So here rook c8, and now Tristan makes a bold move in bishop takes h6. Now on the surface it may look like he's just giving away his bishop, but it's with a lot of practical reason that he does this. So after black takes and white takes here, now we have to have a very good sense of danger in this position. You have to see what white's threats may be. So here white has a clear intention of going for the idea of knight g5 and checkmating on the h7 square. Now, if you can see this kind of danger ahead of time, then you can make proper arrangements for it. Here, black had a great way to try and deal with this threat in the form of queen d3, x-raying the weak h7 square, which white wants to checkmate in. So now after knight g5 is played, then knight f4, and you see that black fully covers the h7 square for the mate. Alright. Unfortunately, with the time ticking and pressure, Shreemayi didn't find the right way of dealing with this threat. And she played knight ce7 and then allowed white's idea of playing knight to g5. And now the checkmate is unstoppable. You can try to get yourself more time by playing rook d8 and letting your king get a chance to move away after h7 check. But after queen h7 check and king f8. There is checkmate here with queen takes f7, and that's how the game had ended. That game was interesting for me because it shows that even when you're down, you have to try to take practical chances, which Tristan did a very good job of doing. Also, it shows you that you have to always be aware of potential threats of your opponent, especially when your king side gets exposed or the side where your king is on gets exposed. Alright, that's it for us for today. Join you next time in the next video.